I've just tanned, so please let me know whether I actually match right now, because I spent about 20 minutes trying to match myself to a foundation and still don't know if I'm the right colour. If I go orange, that's why. If I get lipstick on my teeth at any point, please can you stop this video and let me know? That'd be great. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, it is time for me to do my March favourites. It's time for March favourites. I love watching favourite videos on the tube. I think one of my first videos that I did on here was a favourites video, and I think it was actually a March favourites video, but I've deleted it because it just made me cringe way too much. So we're going to start with our March favourites. We're going to be looking at all the products that I've been liking recently, and there is a few in here that I really don't like.
And I mean, I really don't like them.
So if you get offended by anything in this video, I'm really sorry, but it's just my personal opinion, and we can't all like everything, and I'm awkward, so that's probably another reason. But anyway, have everything in a little bag so we can rummage through together. We'll start off with base products, eyes, lips, and then the things that we don't like. That sounds like a good plan. First of all, I'm going to be talking about one of my new favourite skincare products. This is the Clinique Moisture Surge Overnight Mask. I've been using this recently. I got it when they had a gift on a few weeks ago. I was buying some of my normal stuff, and this was one of the gifts that came with the promotion that they were doing, and I cannot tell you how incredible this is. I put it on every single night, all over my face, my neck, all this bit, and honestly I wake up in the morning, my skin is so soft, it looks so hydrated, and like my skin just looks healthy for a change, which never happens. This is a 30ml tube, so like you get a good amount in it, and it was a free gift. I would definitely purchase this when it runs out. I use it all the time. Sometimes if I'm trying to treat myself, I like put it on my hands and my feet as well if I'm trying to be extra fancy, but genuinely love this. Would recommend everyone get it because it's just amazing. Even if you are a bit more oily combo like I am, it still works great, and it doesn't clog your pores up, make you extra oily or break you out. In my case anyway, you'd have to try it for yourself, but I would definitely recommend that. Next up, we have some new things from Benefit. One of them's kind of new and one of them's not really new. So I have the Georgia blusher and the Porefessional Hydrate. I love these, just love them. This primer, I cannot put into words how amazing this primer is. I love this, like actually love it, and I don't like the original.
Oh.
If anything, I hate the original. It used to ball up on me, it broke me out, it clogged my pores up, it was too silicone based, and it was just not my cup of tea at all. Whereas this is just incredible. It's the Porefessional Hydrating Primer. It's the newest one that they've launched in their Porefessional range, and it's just amazing. It's got hyaluronic acid in, keeps your skin nice and hydrated, doesn't dry you out like the original one does, still smears everything out so your makeup goes on really flawlessly, and it doesn't ball up, cake up, separate, or do anything like silicone. The other thing from Benefit which I've been loving is their new Georgia blusher. This is a blusher that they discontinued years ago, and then they've just brought back, they've reformulated it. This is the mini version. I'll be honest, when I first got this,
I didn't like it.
just because I felt like I couldn't really see it. Like, it's just here. It's got a really lovely glow to it, but I've kind of gone a 180 flip when it comes to blusher. I like it to be bright, bold, vibrant, as visible as you can possibly get, whereas this one is a bit more of a subtle blusher. It's kind of similar to their Gold Rush and Rock Couture blushes, a bit more subtle, kind of buildable as well, but after using it a few times, my skin just looks so glowy and nice. It's the blusher that I have on now, and it gives you like a pre-glow to your highlighter. I'm definitely going to get the big one when this one's out, but I find with these blushes especially, or any of the Benefit boxers that come in a mini size, They last just as long as the big one and they're like half the price. Definitely gonna get another one of these, and I do actually love this. Next up is a face palette by Tarte. This is the Park Avenue Princess. I have heard so much about this palette. It was like everyone raved about it a few years ago, and I didn't really understand the hype because I wasn't really into like the contoured bronze kind of vibe. But I got this in my advent calendar at Christmas, and I was actually gonna just sell it on Depop. But then I smelled it and it smelled amazing, and then I tried it and then I understood the hype. I feel like no one talks about these products anymore because, I mean, Tarte, I've done a few whoopsies along the way. So you get 4 contour bronzy powders and 2 kind of matte highlight powders. You've got a pink toned one, a yellow toned one, 2 contour cool toned shades, and then these ones are a little bit warmer. I tend to dip between all 3 of these depending on how much of a tan I've got. If I've got no tan, it's just this one by itself. If I have a bit of a tan, it's these 2. And if I'm tanned, it's these 2. It kind of just smooths onto the skin so easily, and it blends out, and it doesn't look muddy or anything. I've got it on today. I have it on all around, bronzed up on my nose. I also have it in my crease a little bit as well, just kind of give me a bit of definition, and I just love it. It's a super sturdy packet as well, like it feels expensive. It's got a good mirror, it's great to travel. I took this away with me a few months ago and
Absolutely bloody love it.
next on our list of favourites is the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. I feel like I am the latest person to ever get on a hype train ever, because people have been raving about this concealer for years, and I bought it 3 weeks ago. Don't ask me why, I've never bought it, but I just kind of was looking online one day, saw it and thought, you know what,
Sod it.
I'm gonna see what the hype is about, see whether it's good, and it actually is good. It's just a really good concealer. I got mine in the shade Light 2.5 Creme Brulee because I don't like an overly bright concealer. I just like it to just blend in with everything. I'm not one of these people for like really light concealers under my eyes, because if anything it makes my under eyes look even worse, which I don't want. But this blends out really well, covers dark circles amazing, doesn't crease, which for me, who is like the creasiest person in the world, this doesn't crease. I still had to set it with a powder because like I'm not a madman, but it's just amazing, and if you've never tried it, you need to try it. It's also really good as an eyeshadow base as well, so you get your money's worth out of it. Let's move on to eyes. I have like, do I really need to say anything else? This is the Jeffree Star X Shane Dawson Mini Controversy Palette. I mean, like, it's just stunning. Anyone who can say anything bad about this palette, you've obviously not tried it, because like, it's beautiful. I will be honest, when they first revealed the Mini Controversy palette, I was kind of a bit like, I didn't really understand it. Once I watched the series like 17,000 times, I was like, actually, this palette looks really good. And luckily they still had it available on Beauty Bay, so I had to get it, and I just love it. I did not think that I would like this kind of layout as much as I do, but I've done so many different looks with this. This by itself, just on the lid, is
Stunning.
this mixed with these 2, stunning. You've got some that are a bit more of a neutral bronzy tone. You've got a really nice kind of, it's almost grey. It's grey with a bit of like beige in it. It's an amazing formula, blends super easily. I think it was like 20 odd pounds. And these eyeshadows are incredible. They should be more expensive than they're charging, but I just love it so much. If you want me to do a video about this palette, let me know in the comments down below, because I just... Next up for our eyes, I have a kind of mini sample size of the Hourglass Caution Mascara, which my friend who works on the Hourglass counter gave me to try out, because she literally goes on about this mascara morning, noon and night. If you go on her Instagram, which I will tag down below, she literally is non-stop talking about this mascara and how good it is. It's the Hourglass Caution Extreme Lash Mascara. I hate that I love it as much as I do, because Hourglass is expensive. If you've ever looked on the Harvey Nichols website and seen Hourglass, you know how expensive it is, but it's just so good. It makes your lashes kind of go like this, It's got a bristle brush, so if you're not a fan of new plastic brushes, you will like it. It's got a lot of bristles on it, so it kind of gets hold of everything. It's very buildable and it's a bit more of a drier formula as well, so you can kind of use it straight away without it kind of globbing and gooping and getting too clumpy, which I find some mascaras, when you get them, they're so liquidy. You have to wait until they dry out a bit for them to get good. This is already drier than some mascaras, so it's amazing straight away. I've had this sample now since the beginning of February, I want to say, and I'm nowhere near the end of this yet, so I can imagine the mini size that they sell this would last you ages as well if you didn't want to invest in a big one. But I'm definitely going to go back and see her when she opens back up again and buy like 3 of these, because it's just so good. I have a few lip products that I've been loving recently as well. All of these I got from my Glossy Box subscription. I think it was in the February box. It was all about kind of Valentine's and love and stuff, but these are all from there. I have 2 lip liners from the brand called Saint Luxe, which I had never heard about until I got a Glossy Box, because it's kind of one of the brands that they feature quite a bit. So these are their lip liners. I don't know what the name of them is. I don't think that there's like a name, I think it's just lip liners, but there's 2 different shades that you get in a pack. So you have a kind of a pinky nude colour called Cupid, and then this burgundy red colour called Crush. I have Crush on today as my lip liner for my lips. They're just really good pencils. They're really pigmented, they're very creamy, go on super easy, don't kind of drag as you put them on. They're quite a good price as well, and you get 2 lip liners, so you've got a bit more of like a daytime nudie lip and then a bit more of a red lip, which I feel like you need these in your makeup bag just as standard. If you don't have any lip liners, you need a nudie pink and a red. It's a brand that I'm going to look into a little bit more, because I've had a few things from Saint Luxe now in my beauty box, and every single thing that I've tried from Saint Luxe has been 10 out of 10. And then the last thing from my favourites might be one of my favourite products I've ever tried. It is a lip gloss from Floss Beauty. I've never heard about this brand before, and I think you can only buy it from Urban Outfitters. I feel like you can only buy it from Urban Outfitters, but again, I got this in my Glossy Box. It is called My New Favourite Lip Gloss, which, I mean, whoever came up with that name on the marketing team just... honestly, it's such a good lip gloss. It comes in a little squeezy tube, but you do get a doe foot applicator, and it's such a lovely pinky colour, and it smells so nice. It's got a really nice vanilla cupcake smell, but it's not overpowering. Like, some can be so intense that it gives you a headache. This one doesn't. I've used this, I can't even tell you how many times. I take it everywhere with me. Wherever I go, this lip gloss goes with me, because it hydrates my lips. It doesn't go all goopy. It's glossy, but it's not too much. Like, your hair doesn't constantly get stuck into it and things like that. And it's just such a good topper. You can wear it by itself as well, because like it's got enough pigment to it. And yeah, again, I've never heard this brand before, but kind of like the packaging of it and the aesthetic is definitely down my alley. I love it. I just love it. Okay, this is when I'm gonna probably get showered at, because I have a few things that I don't like. One of them in particular, I feel like people are going to be like, what
the hell are you talking about? You're crazy.
But it's just my opinion. I might work my way up to the last one. The first thing that I've kind of not been getting on with is the Nivea Daily Essentials Tinted Moisturiser. This is in the shade Light. I used this last summer and loved it, and then I bought another one. I don't know what it is, maybe it's just like my skin's changed or something, but it just did not blend whatsoever. It's weird because I loved it and now I hate it. Well, I don't hate it, but you know what I mean. I used it again a few weeks ago because I just wanted to have a bit of a break but still have a bit of coverage on my skin, and it just went very blotchy and patchy and separated, and it just looked so like gross. It's probably the best way. Like, it looked awful, and I used it the exact same way as I did last year, and last year like my skin looked amazing and it gave me a nice like hydrated look but with a bit of colour, and it was just great. this year it's just completely gone the other way and I just don't like it. The next thing that I have not been liking at all is this translucent powder by a brand called Luna by Luna. Again, something that I've got from a glossy box. I just didn't like it. I'm very fussy when it comes to setting powders because I have very creasy under eyes, so it has to kind of smooth out my under eyes or else I just don't see the point. There's a few issues that I have with this. Number one is it's stark white, like stark white, and I know that I'm pale naturally, so like translucent powders that are white shouldn't really affect me, but it is so white to the point that even on me it just does not look good at all. I don't like white translucent powders. It has to have a bit of something to it. My favourite setting powder is probably the Beauty Bakery flower powder, but like the yellow one. I just can't get on board with these white translucent powders. It just, you can see them, so then it's not translucent. My other issue with it is it just dries the life out of my skin. Like my skin looked like
a piece of crusty bread.
And I tried it a few times, and I tried it with a few different concealers and a few different foundations to try and see whether it was just me being awkward, but it was this. It just does not work for me at all. This is just not it, sis. Okay, this last product is, I have a lot of things to say about it, if I'm being honest, and it kind of annoys me how much I hate this product because everyone loves it, but I can't. The thing that I've really not been liking recently is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. You don't have to tell me. I know I'm in the minority. I don't like this. But let me tell you why first before you start going mental. I wanted to like it. I've tried so hard to like it. I've used it. I cannot even tell you how many times. And every time my skin has literally gone to shit. I don't know what it is, but there's something about this foundation that just does not like me at all. First of all, like everyone else, the smell of this thing is just... It's like paint stripper, but not like a good one. But like, I don't understand why someone would want you to put this on your face if it smells like it's going to burn your skin off, number one. Number two, I don't get the colour range at all. I think I bought 3 different shades of this and none of them match me at all. And on the BB website when this launched on there was only like 6 shades on it anyway, so I didn't have that much to kind of go off, so it doesn't really look right on me, which is probably my fault, but anyways. And then it just kind of, I don't know what happens, like you put it on and it just kind of swirls around on your face. It doesn't sink into the skin, it doesn't blend in, it just kind of sits there and just moves every time you move. Every time you put something on top of it, it moves. Every time you try and set it, it moves. And then throughout the day, especially on my nose, it kind of goes like this. And at the end of the day, I've got nothing left on my face apart from like blotches of oxidized foundation, which I don't know about you, but that is not the look that I'm going for. I'm just saying. I can see like where they're going with it. Like the idea of it is good, like because flashback in a foundation is not what you want. Nobody wants it. But I just don't like it. And don't get me wrong, it's nothing against Wet n Wild because I have so much stuff in Wet n Wild that I love, like their highlighters,
amazing,
brushes,
amazing,
bronzers. This, absolutely not. But saying that, don't think that I won't be buying the new one that they've just brought out because I feel like when it says dewy on it, it might work better. But this is an absolute no. And I'm sorry if you like it, but like I cannot. I don't like it, and I really wanted to like it because so many people love it. It just does not work for me at all. Okay, so that is it for my monthly favourites. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment of things that you've either been liking or hating this month. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I'd love it if you subscribed so you can see all my other videos that I'll be posting during this lockdown, and I hope you're all having a good time under these circumstances. It's not the greatest, but we have to just get on with it, I guess. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!